with Oman. Costs me a little war score, but gets them out of the war. Yeah. That's all I want. You can have everything else, Kara. In fact, I'd happily give you Trebizond, but yeah, that's all I was looking for. Probably shouldn't have taken it right now because it's going to put me over the overextension limit. But hey, what's an event? What's a bad event or two? Between friends. Right, frankly, we've got too much money. Fun, fun. Jake, how often have you been getting the Mercantilism on Mecha event? Is there a way to get it often? I was under the impression that it only fires once. I only got it once in my Reiki campaign. Speaking of Paradox, thanks for giving me another shout out on your stream. Right, again, till April when we got those war taxes going. And now we can enjoy a few negative events from overextension. At least until we core some of this. Nationalists in my Trebizond. Look at that. Look at that use of hotkeys. It's something I could get used to. Also, that name is slightly disappointing, but once I join it all up, oh yeah. Then I can really start putting the boot into Castile. Revenge. Jake, no reform. What do you mean no reform? Building all these colonies is costing me a lot of money, but the fleet pays for that. I love how it just goes up and up. Oh, right. Yeah, I'm not reformed. The bonuses for being the courier controller are just too good. Oh, I can still call Crusades and excommunicate. What? Oh, right, yeah, Crusades ended in 1650. It's lying. Unfortunately, it stops me excommunicating, and it stops enforced religious inside the HRE. I don't think there's any reformation apart from one province there. Ah, well. Ooh, Fez. Played it, it wasn't a very good game. Do like getting manpower, it has to be said. But just can't argue with ducats. Jake, why won't you use your boats? Oh, I'll use them. Once I've got a batch ready. I suppose I have a fairly big batch right now. I highlight them. Being careful not to highlight ones that are already on patrol. 180, that doesn't feel like enough. And if I do highlight ones, click on them again to get rid of them, or shift click rather. Yeah, 248 navies. I wonder how much longer until I get the Grand Armada achievement. Okay, it's April again. If I don't remember to keep those war taxes rolling. Jeez, the 24th. Then I'm gonna be out of dosh. Yeah, quite a lot. So I lose 460 ducats if I forget for 1 month. Okay, it's not quite as severe as I thought. I thought if I forgot for 1 month, it would be as bad as it would have to be offset by about 33 months of remembering it, but it doesn't seem to be that bad. Yeah, well. So, this is our new trade fleet. I find 200 boats. So we could really help forcing money out of Malacca. Because either way it goes, we get the bulk of it. It either goes up to Bengal, where we have most of the power, to push it into Ceylon, etc. So yeah, Malacca's good, and it's within our range, because we took Makassar. Malacca, currently owned by the Majestic Elephant, who, if memory serves, didn't they have a personal union over Ming? Well, that's gone. They're still allied, though. I'm glad I took this. It'll give me access to Nippon and the like. That I don't like. However, we can live and let live. I don't need Disappointment Hill to have New Zealand. Jake, what are the benefits of being a courier controller after 1650? %5 stability cost reduction, an extra diplomat, yearly prestige, 2 possible advisors, in my opinion that's one of the biggest ones, more papal influence, so the rich get richer, and less aggressive expansion. Now that's a really good one. If you were aggressively expanding, which I'm not, because this is just a boring trade game. Gee, none of this is particularly useful for me. Let's get our reputation, better relations over time. This is actually good. Heavy and light ships costing me more actually makes me more money. Watch this. Bang. So anything that actually increases the cost of ships gets me more money because it's more cost in the negative. Good old paradox maths. The greatest. Now Castile happened to have gone to war with the Maya again. The Maya who I made a point of getting good relations with. But I seem to have lost all that. Yeah, most of it just dribbled away. Nonetheless, this is a good opportunity to get it back. Where was that minor inconvenience? It matters not. Alright, Mecca is changed. And Santa Cata, yeah. I forgot about you again. That is my secret power. Still, that's all the range we need to get to California, I'm sure. And California is just going to be suckled out into Mexico anyway. There is the slight issue of Peru, though. So I may want that island. You there, 6 maneuver. You won't get lost, will you? Jake goes for trade node casually does world conquest too. See, in EU3 I thought that trading was a bit more advanced. There was more you could do with it. Bollocks, I don't want to go to war with Castile, not while I'm culturally converting this and making a colony here. Well, sorry Maya, you're on your own. I'll fight Castile on my own terms. Our friend Serbia just never learns. Oh wow. War of the Worlds going on right now. I want to fight you, but Castile, Great Britain, not to mention I have no free armies to take care of you. Yeah, my privateers go home whilst at war. That makes sense. Okay. Oh yeah, I really want to fight you. Austria and Mali would get involved. Mali, well, I have troops to deal with you. Just means I'd have to build up a big army here. Big army that gets paid for by my fleet on its own. Actually, you know what? Stay in Karaman. It's mountainous. Jake raise mercs and plough into Austria. Tempting, isn't it? Yeah, to anyone suggesting become Italy, that's an awful idea. I would lose this entire fleet bonus thing. Still got a year of war taxes going. Okay, Mutapa, I think it's high time I took your land. You've been foolish enough not to westernize, and I'll make you pay for that. Also, where's all the gold? I'm meant to be getting gold around here in Australia. Still, I'm quite excited by the idea of joining up all my land so I have a big old name. It's one of the best things you can do. Big, big name. See how well you fight at low strength. Pretty not good. But at the same time, good enough. Mutapa can't westernize, they don't border a western nation because trade companies don't count. Thanks, Paradox. Oh, he is building good buildings though. Trade depot. Which reminds me, can I build... it's not Casablanca, it's Tangiers. Post office and customs house. Gotta do that in this trade node. Huge money to be made there. Well, huge trade power to be got. Right, Timbuktu as well. I need you converted. Now we haven't discovered this this little island yet. But I do want it, if only for the naval range. What am I even doing? I can't, I can attach you to a non-cog. That'll discover it. Jake, do you plan on removing the frog? EO, or only huge trade nodes? I have no reason to go to war with France anymore. I'm not even that keen on Gascony, because I already get plenty of PP from Bordeaux. And the thing about these provinces is I can't shovel their trade down into Seville, so I might as well just suckle them through privateering. Yep, get suckling. Not making nearly as much money as I would like to, though. Being over the foursome, it's essentially doubling my army maintenance, and yeah, those colonies aren't helping either. Well, the obvious answer is to build more boats. But trade fleets cost me so much now, I can only build about 100 more of them right now. One idea is to build a ton of galleys and cogs right now, because they don't increase in price. They're quick to build. But then maybe I shouldn't be building here, because I would wrap them up as part of the trade fleet. Could build them in far-flung places, but the time it takes to build them is vastly increased. I'll build them down here. I'll rename the cape to Cogwall. Don't blue screen of death on me. That happened in my last stream when I clicked on these too many times. Oh dear. How about 140 of those? We'll get some gallots to go with them. And being told to take London? Nah, no real interest in London. Like I said, oh jeez, I can just feel my computer groaning under this. Please, no more. Beg of you. If you click on the province instead of the huge plus sign, it doesn't lag so much. Let's put that to the test. I don't know, that looks like lag. Oh, but it doesn't linger, I'll give you that. Okay. Well, that was one way to spend loads of money. Oh, now. This is a perfect time to take Aragon. Since Aragon's provinces are vital to my taking of it all. Zondo says DDR Jake should be hired as a game tester. Isn't that an incredibly mind-numbing job that you'd have to be out of your mind to want to do? Trouble is, France would definitely become war leader, and when they do, I would have to get these provinces from France, fighting them to pretty much 100% given the expense of these provinces. Which is why I think what I'll do instead is find whoever is protecting Genoa, tell them to stop, and then Aragon still doesn't have much power. Oh well. Comparatively, that is. Each ship will take nearly a year to build. You've queued up 50 years worth of ships. Good, that's 50 years. I don't have to worry about building more ships down in Africa. Years are indeed just a number. Right, and so I missed 1 month and I lost 612 ducats. Okay, more like 700 ducats. That's only 7 months worth. But that's fine. And you'll see, you'll no doubt see the Twitch lag coming into effect there. Now I'm actually very keen on progressing with my diplomatic technology right about now. I forgot about you again, didn't I? Guatemalan Basin. Really? Oh, you must have been heading back after that. That's alright, you did your job and you did it well. Let's not have to worry about this province either. And go and take... Wait, what? No, those are my cogs that I sent over. But it's only 100 men. We'll take care of them. So good, everything looks fine. Just dandy. Jake, has Paradox offered you a paid trip to Ryukyu for all your services you have done for the Swedes? They have not, unfortunately. I kind of promised myself a trip to Japan this year, but it didn't pan out. So, like all promises, I'll do it next year. Is this a typical French we're going to win anyway against all odds war? Well, I certainly see some Castilian god generals running with their tails between their legs right about now. See, I could fight Mali. It would call in Castile, but I wonder if it would call in Austria, given that Austria's a bit up to their knees in the moment. Can't really recall this 40 stack that's dealing with revolts here. Serbia's being an ever-present pain. The thing is, I can lock you in. I just have to be worried about automatic white peace. Also, my fleet might die. It's only got 12 heavies protecting it. And you're the ones that protect Sevilla, are you? Right, hold off there. I won't feel safe until you're all heavied up. Jake, please explain the exploit to me. Well, Ardamantium, because I've seen you around a few times, I will. Genoa has a national ambition, minus 33% naval maintenance. You can stack it with other ideas and policies to get minus 103 naval maintenance. Some people think you might be able to couple that with buildings or ship cost reduction. No, you have to get that specific bonus to be more than minus 100. Second best place for that is Venice, who can get it to minus 95%, but that's not good enough. Me, I get minus 103, which allows me to profiteer off of fleet maintenance, which I think is pretty neat. Sevilla. Wow, when I pull my boats, they actually get the majority. This will not stand. The particular ideas you need are defensive, economic, maritime, and naval. Maritime and naval, I believe they both give... was it naval? Yeah. Naval gives reduced naval maintenance. Maritime does not, but it's necessary for a couple of policies. I wrote them down somewhere. Oh, and I've chosen them, so there's that as well. The Recruitment Act, that gives you 25. That's a huge one. That requires maritime and economic. And the other one, for an extra 5%, that requires naval plus defensive. So all four of those ideas are necessary. You could essentially get this trick done a lot faster than I did if you forgo exploration. However, part of the charm of this is getting everything I can into that Sevilla trade node, so that's what we're doing. I needed to go exploration in order to beat the AI around Africa, and I beat them senseless around Africa. They were no match. Colonized this. I colonized Sierra Leone only to forge a claim on Gabu. Once I cored that, and I cored it faster than I could ever colonize one of these tropical provinces, I took Fernando Po because it's temperate. Same with St. Helena, and then I worked my way down along the Cape, which is also temperate. Slung myself along these temperate islands, and hey presto, Asia for me. Somebody's asking what the policies were. The Recruitment Act and superior hull designs. They are indeed superior.